Yo, it is your boy B Jones. Welcome to another episode of the Red Cup Talk, where I bring my way, my opinion, how I'm gonna say it and how I got to say it about some of y'all favorite reality shows and some of y'all favorite scripted shows. This time, now we finna get into Toya and Reginae. I wanted to do season 1. I didn't do season 1, so I want to jump on season 2. I'm late with posting this because I've been working. I've been crazy busy, but I had to get in and talk about season 2, episode 1 of Toya and Reginae. I like Toya's family. I'm from her show on BT. She had her family on there, so her family was always interesting to me. Her brothers, like what all they went through, her mama, what she went through, where she came from, and how she raised Reginae from 14. Now that I was just interested in their story. It was real and it was raw. So when last season came, I was excited about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, this gonna be good. And then this season, I'm like, okay, this really gonna be good. You know, you got Walk Out and all that, but we're gonna talk about that. But let's get into it. I want to get into first Toya and Casey. So from last season, the last episode, Toya and Casey kind of got into it about the whole thing. She said something about they blame her for her brother's death, which Casey said on live he didn't blame her for that, but that's what was put out on the show. Talking about how, you know, he don't know the stuff Toya went through growing up, just like he's saying Toya don't know the stuff that they went through growing up. So I think all of them have a lot of childhood trauma that they have not outgrown, that they still go through. Everybody has childhood trauma. I still have childhood trauma. So I feel like they really have childhood trauma with, you know what I'm saying, their mama on drugs. The boys basically had to survive on their own, you know what I'm saying. People got the girls, they got Toya and Beatty. But still Toya and Beatty had their own story where they had stuff going on. So it's deep, and I feel like they family need a whole lot of therapy, a whole lot of God, a whole lot of forgiveness and love and understanding, because it gets deep with them. So Toya basically can't really deal with Casey right now after all that, and then plus when Toya got crowned queen, like something happened on the floor, say Casey was acting out, and things like that. Casey said he was just drinking, you know, and on them streets it was on, like he done been in them trenches, like he done dealt with stuff out there. So just to go through prison and be back there, you free, you ain't on probation or nothing, that can hype you up, you know what I'm saying? It could be like a street he probably fought somebody at, had to rob somebody at, or he had to go get some food to fend for his family, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of trauma on somebody, so he probably did drink alcohol to try to mask that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know about the acting out, you know what I'm saying? He's saying on his live, because he did go live the other day, I watched the whole entire live, you know what I'm saying? Majority of it. And he was like, it wasn't even like that, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even like up there like that. So he's kind of upset because they kind of feel like he's trying to have some type of entitlement. Which really, honestly, Toya and Reginae don't owe nobody nothing. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? They had to do what they had to do. Reginae was born into fame with her daddy. Toya locked in because she was married to him and had a baby by him, so they locked in, so they have their own household name. So it's not their responsibility to give nobody else a household name. In which case he say he don't want that. He say that, but some of the actions that he shows can show that, but he say he don't want that. You know what I'm saying? He want to get this for his family, and I understand what he's saying. Do I feel like Toya needs to distance herself from her family for a moment? I do. I feel like that. I feel like but all parties need to be separated to appreciate each other. I feel like they need to have love. They need to make that bond. They need to heal over trauma that's been going on. That's the only way they're going to grow. But if they keep masking their trauma, because all of them masking their trauma with something. So they keep masking their trauma, they keep not wanting to talk about it, things like that, then it's going to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Casey say he's ready to talk to Toya, but Toya not ready to talk to him. So maybe he can be lashing out because he don't really know what to do right now. He probably like, my sister won't talk to me. Only thing I know how to do is click out. That's all I know to do. So that's probably what helps him mask with it. But you know, I pray for him because I mean it's deep. It's deeper than this TV shit. You can tell. Like with them going live and all that, it's really, really, really deep. So you can only pray. No one can get into sibling drama. No one should get into sibling drama. That's between them. But I pray like with my family, with my grandma, I would want her to, try to get her kids right, try to bring them together. So I pray that Miss Nita can try to bridge some gap, between them. You know what I'm saying? Help them come together. But I understand she don't want drama between her kids. She don't want to be involved with it because she love all her kids. So I definitely understand that. So let's move on. We got Nay in LA living. She's got her friends in LA. She's trying to do acting jobs in LA and all that. Everyone wants to know about Reginae love life. She was with Lucci and she got with Armand. Armand kind of was public. They was on YouTube together and all that. So everyone wants to know after their breakup, where is she? Like, is she still creeping around with Armand? 'Cause y'all know how we do. We gonna always go back to that one ex every now and then. So is you still creeping with them? Are you moving on? You got a new babe? What's up? She said that for a couple months she went back to our mom, which that's what everyone does. They go back to their ex. Now, if you don't, you can say whatever you want to. When it's fresh, you gonna go back. It is what it is, because that's your comfort zone. So she went back for a minute, and honestly, if that wasn't right, that's not what she wanted. They probably was better off as friends. They started as friends, so they probably was better off as friends. But we found out Reginae do got a new situation going on, and she being private about it, so that's kind of different. She ain't all out in the public, wanting everybody to know what's going on and stuff like that, and that's how she need to keep it private, because you had 2 public relationships. Those 2 public relationships, I wouldn't say they were bad, because I don't know what happened. I don't know how y'all, well, we just see what was in the public. It just ended bad for y'all. So, she actually just trying to keep that from everybody. She been keeping it from her family. Because, Toya and Danielle did visit Nay, and they trying to get in her business. She really keeping that from her family. She don't want nobody to get involved with it, and I understand that. Keep your stuff private, But Nay is actually living her best life in LA. I don't know about spending $20,000 a month. Toya said she had to go to LA so she can talk to Reginae, because Reginae was spending $20,000 a month. There is no way in hell I would spend a living expense $20,000. I just don't see that. I don't care. LA, I would never live in LA if it's that much. Never. I would be back in Atlanta, paying maybe $2,000-3,000 if that, because I don't pay that in Atlanta. But the type of house or whatever, she probably won't. Probably gonna be that much. So I'll be paying that. There's no way I go visit LA when I can and call it a day. But I did hear Toya say that Reginae thinking about coming back to Atlanta. Well, she still got her, I watched her YouTube, so I see she still got her house in Atlanta. So, which Atlanta, compared to them celebrities making money, Atlanta stuff is dirt cheap for them. That's nothing. They buy bags higher than they rent in Atlanta, honestly. Alright, so Walter is out. Toya's big brother, Walter Johnson, he is out. Big Walt, he out. And if you know Walt from Toya's reality show, Walt ain't playing. Walt told it like it was. It is what it is. You could be mad at me. I'm finna click out, cuss you out, whoever. Him and Toya would go head for head. If you know him, I'm telling you, they would. So Walt was always like, you could tell Walt had a story. You could tell he had a story. He done did 9 long years in prison, which he was in prison before that, then went back, So you could tell he got a story to tell. Like, it's deep. It's really deep. So hopefully we see more from Walt on this show. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? With him being locked up, I think it's time for him to get out. And just show the world more of him. I hate that him and Toya going through whatever they going through, which that's after, this is right when he getting out. But I hate him and Toya going through what they going through, because I feel like Walt really has a story to tell. And I didn't know that he dropped out at like 14, 15 years old, he dropped out of school just to help his mom. His mom was on drugs, just to help his brothers. Like, hey, they gotta eat, so I gotta be out so I can try to get this money so they can eat. You know what I'm saying? He really, you can see they really do love their family, but it's just a lot that happened with them. You know what I'm saying? So I would hope that the death of their brothers would have brought them more closer, but I think they have to heal some things before they can get, because I think that's still a chapter for them that's probably not even healed yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to heal themselves separately. They ain't try to heal, you know, as siblings, because they wasn't around each other like that. You know what I'm saying? Walt and Casey was in prison. Beatty was in New Orleans before she came to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for them to even have that, to even deal with that at the time. So they have to go through childhood trauma. They have to get through that. Have to get through stuff with their mama. Then they have to get through the death of both of their brothers. But with Casey, like, they say Casey, you know, going off, Walt feel like he can be the treatment for Casey. Like, he feel like he can talk to Casey and get Casey back right. But from what I seen on live, Casey is like, I don't know if Walt think Casey's a little Casey he was, but Casey's not trying to hear that. From what I got from his live, Casey just like, hey, anybody comes to me, like, it is what it is. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and we're gonna go from there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he respects his older brothers and sisters, but at the same time, he want to let them know that, hey, I'm grown. Like, I'm not this little boy no more. So let's get to a little more serious situation. So this is why I like this show, because you got family drama over here. You got Nay living her life over here. You got Toya going through some real life stuff. You know, I like it. It's family oriented, and it just speaks stuff that people go through in everyday lives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got family drama. Everybody, you know, not everybody. Most people go through fertility. Most people go through breakups and stuff like that. So that's what I kind of like it. But you know, you got Toya going through her fertility issues, and it's sad. But I know that from what I'm seeing and what I've heard from a lot of women, like, that's a lot on your body to go through those procedures and stuff. You want a beautiful baby, you know what I'm saying? They have a beautiful baby, but it's just like, okay, we want to try for a little boy, or we want to have this another addition to our family, but I have to go through this. So that could take a toll on her and Red, you know what I'm saying? Red can feel like, I don't want to pressure her with this because I know she going through this in her life, so I don't really want to pressure her. But at the same time, I do want another kid, you know. But I like Red and Toya's relationship from what I see, you know what I'm saying? I don't see them in the public. I done met them before. From what I see, you know what I'm saying, they are a good couple. They a power couple. They work together. They do things together. They actually talk through their situations. And Red is kind of laid back, you know what I'm saying? Toya kind of laid back to me too, but I think Toya lift up a little before Red have to lift up, you know what I'm saying? But I like their relationship. I do. I don't think Toya needs to let her family issues, her like her siblings, all that, interfere with her immediate family. You know what I'm saying? Because she has to worry about her immediate family, her husband, her kids, and stuff like that. She has to worry about her immediate family before anybody. So I don't want that to mess up what they have going on, because I feel like they in a good space. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame Red for not wanting to go to this picnic that they have with Walter, because if they was cutting up, acting up, I don't want to be there either. But I like how he didn't say your family or stuff like that. He said we as a family looked at stupid. You know what I'm saying? He didn't exclude himself out of their family. He said we as a family looked at stupid. So that's speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? You have to represent, especially in the public, just try to represent your family as you should. Don't be out here acting a fool. We got food at home. But out in the public, we gotta act right. I wish I gotta tell my family that too, because we act a fool in public and all that. We don't be caring. But we gotta act better. You know what I'm saying? So Beatty and Danielle meet up, and I like Danielle on the show. I do. I met Danielle one time too at Reginae premiere for her movie Boxed In, and she was very nice. But I like Danielle on the show. She listens to everybody. She understands everybody. She's her own person. She's not trying to follow nobody. She's been in the family so long. She know everybody. She got a relationship with everybody. So I really like her for the show. She's a good addition. Like that was top tier when they added Danielle to that show. So she bring a lot to it. But they meet up and we find out Beatty broke up. Her boyfriend Ricky broke up. I thought they looked good together, but they didn't work out. And Danielle like, well, who in the picture now? And she was like, well, who always been in the picture? You know what I'm saying? Mel been in the picture. I feel like Mel and Beatty love each other. All that stuff happened last season, but I think they do care about each other. And that's who she want to be with. So that's who, you know, they got to be okay with her being with. They can't say who she can be with or tell her who to bring around and stuff like that. Because that's who she like. That's what she like. That's what she care for. I don't want her and Toya relationship to mess up because of that. I don't know what happened with, you know, the whole Toya and Mel thing, but you know that was big, and her and Toya and Reginae and Mel was about to fight and all that. But Beatty say she really don't care what nobody got to say. You know what I'm saying? Let them say what they got to say. Really, she really don't care. You know, Danielle feel like she needs to tell Toya because she's staying in Toya's house. But I feel like if she don't bring the girl to Toya's house, that's really not Toya's business at the same time. But if Toya do find out about Mel and Beatty, will that bring their relationship backwards from what it was? Or will they continue to move forward? What would happen with that? I don't know. So at Walter's cookout, with the beginning of Walter's cookout, Red actually did come. Red came. Nita came, and Nita on 1,000. I don't know. She told, I don't know what Toya told her. I don't know if they cut it out. But she told Toya, she said, "You are Ray's mother. You are not my mother." Like she was just on one. Like Nita got a nose pierced. Miss Nita on one, and Toya not feeling it. Toya like, man, she already tricking and tripping, and it's bringing up Toya anxiety and all that, like what she done been through. So then now Casey pulled it up, and that's another thing. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next episode, but this episode was good. I definitely enjoyed season 2, episode 1. I definitely enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And make sure you press that bell notification to be notified every time I drop. And make sure you follow me on social media at BJonesENT. In Facebook, BJonesENT. The first one was Instagram, but the second was Facebook, BJonesENT. It's your boy, B Jones.